After yet another mass shooting in Texas this weekend, which killed 7, President Donald Trump suggested legislative change on a national level seems unlikely.
For the most part, as strong as you make your background checks, they would not have stopped any of it.
But national inaction has moved individual states to push forward with their own laws. Maryland is one of 17 states, along with the District of Columbia, that have passed so-called red flag laws, and they've been considered such a success that 5 more states are considering putting similar legislation on the books. Kathleen Dumais was one of the delegates in Maryland who drew up the legislation. It allows guns to be temporarily removed from someone who could be a danger to themselves or others.
If you're qualified to have a gun, then it's fine to have one. But for those, that shouldn't or experiencing a crisis that may result in a tragedy, I think we need the opportunity to be able to make a correction.
But in the US, there's always strong opposition to anything that looks as if it may violate the Second Amendment of the Constitution, regularly summarized as the right to bear arms. One gun rights advocate says red flag laws don't make people safer.
You have a person who a judicial officer finds to be an immediate danger to himself or others. You go in and you seize his constitutionally protected property and you just leave him there. You think he's less dangerous now? You leave him there with a whole house full of knives, a vehicle, any other weapon that you can imagine.
Nationally, the House of Representatives has already passed new gun legislation. There's no sign the Senate is about to follow suit. Those campaigning for change say public opinion is swinging behind them.
We have another election coming up in about a year, and if this Congress refuses to change the laws, the American people are going to change the lawmakers.
The White House is planning to push new legislation, but likely not background checks or red flag laws. It wants to speed up the death penalty for mass shooters. Critics say that's not much of a deterrent for people who rarely expect to survive if they launch their own deadly rampage. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, Maryland.